Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Rosina Sharon. I missed you guys so much. Yeah, so update, a girl went back to school. I went back to law school, and law school is very demanding, so I've not had time to do vlogs and all of these things, but right now we are on break, so I have time to do a tutorial for you guys. So the look you're going for is this one. And before you do that, kindly subscribe, share your thoughts in the comment section down below. I'll be reading all of them kama kawaida. And if you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Enough for that, let us go straight into the tutorial. So we're starting off with the eyebrows as always, starting by brushing the eyebrows upwards before we start lining. To line, we're going to use the Davies number 3 eye pencil. Make sure it is as sharp as it can get. If it is blunt, go and sharpen it again. Okay, and then we're just going to follow the natural eyebrow shape as we line. Make sure your hand is very light. Don't press it too much towards your skin. It's going to give you a thick line when you do that. Okay. And I have a very detailed eyebrow tutorial. You can check on my channel, you're going to find it. And then on the upper side, we're not going to start directly from the inner corner. We're going to leave just a tiny bit of space around the inner corner. And then again, follow the exact shape of the brow. And we don't want a very thick brow. Okay, bear in mind, we don't want a very thick brow. Okay, the thinner the better, not too thin, not too thick. So before we fill in, we're going to use the bar soap technique. Wet the bar soap with water, then you're going to rub on it. So you're going to use a thick white foam. Using a spoolie, take the thick white foam, okay, and use that to brush through the brows before you start lining. Around the inner corner, you're going to brush it upwards. As you go towards the outer corner, brush it in a way it just fits between the two lines. Your eyebrows don't go above the line on the upper side or below the line on the lower side. And then after that, use the other side of the brush to press the brows in so they stick onto the skin. Then allow for that soap to dry out completely fast before you start filling in. Now to fill in, you're going to start from the outer corner and you're going to use gentle strokes. Very gentle. Make sure your eye pencil is sharp. Again, gentle strokes, and then you're going to only focus on the areas you feel like there is a space. Okay, where your eyebrows are very visible, leave that area alone. Around the inner corner, you can just give it a slight shadow using very little force. And then after that, now we move on to cleaning. We're going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, the shade I found. You're using a concealer 2 shades lighter than your skin tone and a flat brush. While applying the product onto the brush, you do it side to side so the product does not stay on top of the brush, okay? And then to clean, you're going to place your brush in that angle, okay? Around the inner corner, leave a bit of space. And then again, you're going to follow the exact shape of the brow. As you go towards the outer corner, you're going to clean it in an outwards angle. Okay? And then immediately after that, you're going to drag the concealer down so it's easier for you to blend later. For the space we left around the inner corner, we're going to use a foundation that matches our skin tone. A foundation that matches our skin tone, okay? To clean that area. Make sure that foundation line blends into the concealer line, and as always, drag that product down as you go. And then you can use your finger to just blend in the edges there before the product dries down. Now before you continue, you're going to use a round fluffy brush to blend in that product before you continue on to doing the eyelid prepping, okay? And here you're going to tap. Now I don't clean the upper side of the brow, but you can do that if you wish. So next we're going to use an eyeshadow base, okay, on the lid just before we start using we start applying the eyeshadow itself. Now to blend that in, you're going to start from the lower lid moving up, and you're going to blend it in a way. You're going to blend it from left to right, right to left as you move up, okay? And here we are tapping, tap. Okay, don't drag the brush around. Tap. So as you go up, it just blends into the concealer on the upper side, okay? As you go up, it should blend into the concealer. We don't want to see the white all the way up to the upper lid, okay? And take your time to blend. Now for the eyeshadow, we're using the Dolly Pinky Cosmetics eyeshadow. We're starting off with this brown here. It's not too dark. neither is it too light, and it has a warm undertone. Now for the first transition, you're going to base it on the midpoint of the lid, just on the midpoint of the lid. Today's technique is a bit different from the ones I normally do a lot of the time, sorry. Just on the midpoint of the lid, and in a C, it's going to look like a C, an inverted C. Towards the outer corner, don't bring the C all the way down, leave a bit of space around the outer corner there, okay? And before you continue, tap off the excess product from the same brush, and using sweep-like motion, just gently loosen the edge of that. And then to blend that in, we're going to use a compact finishing powder that matches your skin tone, okay? So on the upper side, we don't want to see the darkness on the upper side. On the upper side, it should match your skin tone. That is why you're using a compact finishing powder that is the same shade as your skin tone. And then after that, we're just going to use a darker shade of brown towards the outer corner, okay? Just on the outer corner alone. You're using a smaller brush here, and you're going to tap it in, okay? Tap, tap, tap. So we want the pigment to be seen just on the outer corner alone, okay? If you want, you can bring it all the way down, but I prefer mine just on the outer corner alone, okay? So it creates an ombre feel on the transition, okay? And then after that, we're going to use the same brush we used to set the lids. Don't add product on the brush. We're just going to use this to blend in any creases towards that crease region, okay? And here we are tapping, tapping, tapping. So the shade we're going for the crease is this. It's a yellow shade, but it is a subtle yellow. It's not a very conspicuous yellow. Again, just on the crease region there alone, we're using a packing brush, and here again you're tapping, tapping, tapping. And then you're going to use the same brush you use to do the transition shade to blend in the outer corner of that crease, okay? This is very, very important. So there is at least a transition from light to the darker shade on the transition shade on the outer corner. And then after that, this is very, very optional. You don't have to do that. I'm just using a black cream liner to do a wing, and I prefer a very thin wing, okay? And then to join that in, we're starting from the midpoint of the first line. As you can see, it's a very, very thin one, and then fill that in, and then you can correct towards the outer corner there. This one you don't have to do as a beginner. And then after that, I'm just going to do a mascara and falsies. Again, falsies are very optional. As a beginner, while you're just practicing to do makeup, don't go into falsies directly, okay? Learn how to apply the makeup first, and then you can go into the falsies later. Then after that, I'm just starting by spraying the face, and then using the Bondi Sands SPF 50 plus. This is sunscreen, but it is a very, very moisturizing sunscreen. So I love using this as a moisturizer as well as a sunscreen, because it does both. And I would recommend it for somebody with normal to dry skin. And then after that has set, we're going to move on to primer. I'm using the Golden Lip primer. This is a gel-based primer. Again, I would recommend it for people with normal to dry skin. My skin type, is dry. And for the primer, I'm just going to place that on the T-zone area alone, because again, my skin type is dry. Then after that, you're going to allow for the primer to set first before you move on to foundation. For foundation, I'm using the Maybelline Lumi Matte. The shade is 337. It's actually not my exact shade, but I'm going to work around it. And then I'm going to use a damp beauty blender, wet it with water, and then squeeze out the excess water completely fast before you start using it, okay? And then I'm going to start blending around the cheek area here. And to blend foundation as a beginner, you tap it in. Don't drag the product. Tap, tap, tap. As you can see, it's not my exact shade, but we're going to work around it, okay? The foundation I normally use, I don't have it with me now, but I'm going to get it soon. So again, you tap, 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 okay? And remember to blend in your neck. And for the neck, you don't use too much product, just a tad bit of product. And as you're blending your neck, make sure you blend towards the back of the ear. They're very, very important, okay? And again, around these areas, you use very little product. You can use just the product remaining on the beauty blender, okay? Going to do that on the other side as well. And we don't apply foundation under the eyes, okay? And around the nose, you're going to use very little product, very, very little product, especially towards the corner of the nose. Tiny amount of product, okay? Little product goes a long way. Now for the forehead, you're going to start blending in between the brows first, okay? And then as you move up, you're going to start blending just above the brows, left to right, right to left as you move up, so you don't end up using too much product, just along the hairline. As you move up, it's supposed to blend into the hairline, okay? And for the forehead, you don't use too much product as well. Use very, very little product, and take your time to blend. Take your time to blend. Then next, we're moving on to highlighting. I'm using the same highlight I used on my under eyes, which is Eyebrow Pro Concealer. On the shade is Fawn. Starting off with the outer corner of the under eye, and I normally just create this sharp line here. So because I did a wing, I want it to be as sharp as it can get. That is why I do that. And then we're going to apply that on the tip of the nose, on the bridge of the nose, sorry, as well as the forehead. Okay. Remember, we left the inner corner of the under eyes alone. We're going to use a different concealer for that area. Okay, for the inner corner of the under eyes, we're going to use a brighter shade of concealer. I'm using the Eyebrow Pro Concealer. The shade I used on the inner corner is medium beige. It's a lighter shade. And then after that, I'm just going to use a Fenty Beauty Shake and Play liquid blush as I wait for that concealer to set. And I'm blending these two shades in. I use a darker shade on the lower side and a brighter shade on the upper side, and then blend it in. And this has to be towards the upper angle of your cheeks, okay? Yeah, the higher points of your cheeks, sorry. That would be the best explanation, the higher points of your cheek. Blend, blend, blend using a brush. And take your time to blend as always. Take your time to blend. And then after that is when now we're going to come back to blend in the concealer, starting off with the outer corner of the under eyes. That is how I do it. You don't have to follow my exact lead, but that is just how I prefer to do it. Okay. And then we're going to both sides first, okay? And then I'm going to blend in the bridge of the nose and the forehead. The inner corner of the under eye, I blend it last for a reason, okay? So bridge of the nose, forehead, and for forehead, always start in between the brows, and then as you go up, blend left to right, right to left. Make sure that concealer blends into the foundation. You don't want to see where your foundation stops, where your concealer starts. They have to blend into each other. Again, take your time to blend. And here we are tapping, 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 tap, 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 until it all blends in. And then after that is when now we blend in the inner corner of the under eyes, and then again tap, tap, tap. Make sure it all blends into the outer corner as well. Blend it. When it comes to blending, you take your time. Tap, 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 tap. And then I blend this last because to avoid creasing under the eyes, yeah, immediately after you blend in the under eye, immediately after, use a compact finishing powder that matches the shade of that concealer to set immediately after. All right, and here to set, you're going to press it in. I normally use the Maybelline Fit Me compact powder in the shade 330. I don't know who stole it, but I don't have it with me, but it was here. Somebody took it. I don't know who exactly. Yeah, and then you're going to press, 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 starting with the under eyes, so you avoid creasing, okay? Compact finishing powder that matches the shade of the concealer first, and then you can use a loose setting powder on top of that later. So we're just going to set all the areas you highlighted using a concealer, so that would include the bridge of the nose as well as the forehead. And then after that is when now you're using a loose setting powder, okay? We can use the same beauty blender you use, the side that has product, dab on the product, sorry, and then either blow off the excess powder or tap off the excess powder, and then the product remaining on the beauty blender is what you're going to go over the areas again you highlighted using a concealer. That would include the under eyes, bridge of the nose, as well as the forehead. Okay, and again, take your time. Then after that, we're using a compact finishing powder that is 2 shades darker than our skin tone to contour. I do powder contour. I prefer powder contour as opposed to cream contour. That is just a personal preference. If you want to do cream contour, by all means do that. Starting at the high points of the cheek again, and then always remember to contour the forehead. As you contour the forehead, you blend it into the hairline. Okay, the forehead, make sure you contour that forehead. Very, very important. Very, very important. Okay, and then after that, we move on to contouring the nose. You're starting off with a flat brush, 45-degree on where your eyeshadow stops, both sides, so it gives you a guidance on where exactly to place that contour line, the nose. So you're just going to place the contour lines on both sides, and to place the contour lines, you're going to tap it in. Make sure you cut it down there. You don't leave it open all the way down. And then to blend that in, you're going to use a clean, fluffy brush, okay, to blend that in around the upper side. You blend it into the eyeshadow. As you go down, you tap it going down. Tap, tap, tap. And then after that, we are going to use this shade here as our blush, our powder blush. For powder blush placement, I normally start just below the outer corner of the under eye and then blend it into that contour shade, so it lifts up my face on the outer corner there, like that. And then remember to fix your eyebrows, especially if you did your eyebrows before this whole face. There's a big possibility that either your powder went on top of your eyebrow or your foundation you went on top of your brows. Just make sure you fix that before you continue. And again, gentle strokes. You see that? Very, very beautiful. Gentle strokes as always. Then after that, I'm just going to use the Milani Make It Last Original Setting Spray to set that from a distance, and a generous amount. Apply a generous amount, okay? Generous amount, and I mean it when I say generous amount. And then allow for that to set. And then to move on to the lips, I'm starting off with the Davis number 3. This is an eyeliner, but I use it as a lip liner. It works best as a lip liner for me. So that is what I'm going to use to line the lips. Okay, lower side and upper side of the lip. And then make sure you blend in the lip liner before you apply lipstick. It's very, very important. Blend that lip liner in. And then for the lipstick, I'm using the Golden Lip, this nude lip. The shade is Diva. I love it, especially if I want to do a matte nude lip. I go for this one. It's a very, very beautiful one. Make sure you blend that again. Blend that lippy in. Blend it in. Okay. Blend that in, and then you can use your finger to blend. And then for highlight, I normally use a highlighting balm. It looks like a gloss. All right, just to give it that dewy, dewy, dewy finish look. And then that would be it from me today, guys. Look at that. This look, especially in person, it looked so amazing. Oh my god, look at the nude lip, the eye makeup. It has been a while since I did yellow, but it looks amazing. Let me know what you think of the comment section, and I really hope you have learned something from this tutorial. Let me know in the comment section again, guys. Please remember to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and let me know what you want me to do next in the comment section, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.